Welcome to the fourth edition of the Phelps Show as we take a look back to week 3 of the college football season and the Lyon College Scots and their game against Hendrix College and the battle for Scottzilla on Saturday. And we'll take a sneak peek to week 4 as the Scots take on a first-year varsity program from Northland College Saturday afternoon at 6 p.m. at Pioneer Stadium. I'm John Kruger, Sports Information Director here at Lyon College. I'm here with Coach Phelps with the Scots, and let's get into a little bit about last week's game. Coach took a 49-14 loss. What were your overall thoughts of the game as far as how it progressed and the team was, how we prepared and how we came out and played?
Yeah, I think all in all we came out and we played really well to start with, and over the course of the game, Hendrix just got the upper edge on us, and but for a while they were tied for a little bit there in the first quarter. Had a good first quarter, got into the second quarter. We defensively gave up some big plays to them over the course of that quarter there, and then coming back out in the second half, it kind of got away from us a little bit too. But as well as we came out, I was pleased with how we came out. It just kind of got away from us a little bit.
Seth Peters, the quarterback from Hendrix, a senior. They have a lot of seniors on their ball club. He completed 91% of his passes the first week, completed 21 of 26 against us for 371 yards. You probably expected that they would throw the ball a lot.
Yeah, we did. We, anytime you face a team that has a senior quarterback that's ran that system for 3 or 4 years is going to be a tough opponent, and he was. And they did similar things to what we thought they would do. We didn't execute on our end. We had certain things called, and we just blew a couple coverages here and there that left the middle of the field open for those guys to complete some of those deep passes that they did against us. But all in all, our guys kept grinding, though, kept fighting until the end, and that was pleasing to see.
We rushed for 243 yards. Dwayne Robinson had 90. Michael Bowles had 83. And Joe Mahey had 61. So running game seemed to be on track for us.
Yeah, I think that's a testament to our offensive line and how well they blocked for our running backs and things, and quarterback. Mike looked like the old Mike again today. He was big physical runner that he was just running downhill and making guys miss and punishing guys that were wanting to come tackle him. And then Joe was the first time he really gave him the ball quite a little bit there towards the end, and he was just as physical and punishing guys too. So that was really good to see, is that both those guys ran the ball really hard and were really physical in the run game, which is what we have to have.
Talk about Joe did some blocking as well. What was the factor of giving him some more playing time?
Yeah, I think he plays a lot throughout the year for us and throughout the season so far. But the majority of the time, he's the guy that's blocking for Mike and clearing holes and things like that. And we just wanted to see him carry the ball some. He carries it in practice quite a bit as well, in the way we work with things and see things. And we just wanted to see what he could do. And we gave him the ball, and we were pleased with what he did.
Despite being 0-3 on the year, we're obviously we're a second-year collegiate competition program. Where do you see us, or how do you see us progressing as the season goes on?
I think so far, like you say, we're just young. We've been in all the games we've played. We've been in to a certain extent throughout the timing of those games, and looking forward, I see us progressing well throughout the year. We have Northland coming in this week. Then we open up conference play the next week at Big Cone. And, it's just about a process of getting better each and every week. And, internally, I think I've seen a lot of growth from when we got here to the first game to the second game to the third game. And now hopefully I'll see some more growth throughout this week getting into week 4. And I'm just pleased with the way our guys have played and the way our guys prepare, and how we come out and play on Saturdays has been fun to watch. We just got to learn how to finish ball games.
Of course, we haven't started conference play yet, and that is the big goal. is the goal for non-conference action to try to stay as healthy as possible and just continue to get better and clean up the things each week?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you play a tough non-conference schedule like we do, the ultimate goal is preparing for conference. But obviously, winning game one for us is a big thing too. And it's not like we put a bunch of teams on the schedule and didn't expect to win any of them. I mean, we expected to win every game we played this year. We just haven't quite finished off those wins, and we've had opportunities to get teams and things on the ropes. Just haven't quite finished them, and those wins will come. And we'll keep going and work as a staff and as a program, and keep continuing to get better on a weekly basis, and head in towards conference play.
Okay, let's take a quick look into this week's game. Well, we play Northland College, who played a JV schedule last season. This is their first year of varsity play. They're part of the NCCAA from Southern Illinois. The first week of the season, Northland went on the road and played Robert Morris University of Peoria and picked up a 36-6 win. And then they were supposed to play College of Faith on Saturday and got a forfeit. So they're technically 2-0. The Patriots appear to be a passing team. They threw for 236 yards against Robert Morris. Talk a little bit about what you expect from their offense.
Yeah, I think it's another good ball club coming in. As it sits, they're 1-0 in games played, but 2-0 because the College of the Faith canceled on them last week, so they get a chance to play. But they're another good program. I mean, they're young. They're in their second year, so they're more comparable to where we're at as a program as far as age and things like that of kids. And then looking at the offense, it's more of a spread attack. They're gonna run. They're not gonna run the ball as much as they're gonna throw the ball. And they're going to do similar things. It's going to be a lot of shorter passes, a lot of getting the balls out, things like that. But it's a spread type offense, and it's going to be some, zone type running to go along with it. But for the most part, it's going to be more pass heavy than it is run heavy this week.
We've gone to more of a short passing game this season and have had some success. It seems like teams can build some things off a short passing game. Is that kind of what we've done this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think anytime you can get the ball out quick to certain people and get the ball in multiple people's hands, I think it helps. And, that's a way to combat the blitzing and things like that too is, if you're getting the ball out, it's tough to get pressure on your quarterback. And so that's what we've tried to go to some. And then in turn, that kind of loosens up and, gets those guys coming down to defend those short passes. And sometimes you can take your shots deep over time throughout that too. So I think the biggest thing for us is that we've got the ball in multiple people's hands, and we're getting the ball out a lot faster, which is helping our offensive line in the pass game from teams bringing a ton of extra pressure. You only got 5 guys to block, and sometimes when they're bringing 5, 6, 7 guys, it becomes tough to block if you stand back there and try and have a 5-step, 7-step drop and throwing the ball.
Sure.
Whereas if you're taking that 2-step drop and getting it out and things like that, for us, it helps alleviate that pressure that we've seen from teams trying to do to us. So I'm very pleased with how our offense gets the ball out in the passing game too.
We didn't have the best passing game of the season. The passing game was a little off. Dwayne Robinson was 11 of 24 for 76 yards, but he passed the ball to 6 different receivers. And I guess as long as you're spreading the ball around a lot, it's going to help that passing game and to stay successful.
Yeah, and I think he's done a good job running our offense. He's like you say, he spread the ball around. We've ran some different passing concepts in each week. He has the ability to get out and run and help our team in that way. So he's done really well with the offense, and it's one that like I say from the get-go it's one that keeps progressing each week, getting better and better as we move forward. And we went over the 300-yard mark again as an offense this week, and like I say, I'm very, very pleased with where our offense is at so far.
Against Northland, Robert Morris ran for 271 yards. Didn't pass the ball much, but finished with 293. The Northland defense appears to be led by Spencer Cook, a junior linebacker. He had 11 tackles in that first game. And then Kylan Williams, another linebacker who's a freshman, had 9. So what kinds of things are we going to try to do this week against the Northland defense.
Yeah, Northland defense it's a even front up front, and which is different from the last two teams we've played, but more in line with what we played in week one. So we'll go to work on those guys. I mean, they've got some big guys up front, and their nose tackle's a pretty big guy. But we'll go to work and come up with a plan as far as how we're going to attack them. Obviously, I think our offense is our offense, and it's nothing like we come up with something special each week. We're going to run the football, and then we're going to spread the ball around in the pass game, and I think that's what you're going to see every single week we come out. And this week will be no different. We got to come out. We got to establish the run game. We got to establish a physicality mentality that we're going to take it. We're going to hit you in the mouth, and we're going to keep on going. And hopefully that's the way our offense comes out this week. So we hit them in the mouth, and we keep drive the ball down the field. We punch it in, and we go on about our business that way.
One of the things that of course everybody is continually aware of, and we're trying to get past as we play more games and more seasons, is you try to develop older players, and the only way to do that is to play games and play seasons. Northland comes into the game to the game on Saturday with only 42 players on the roster. Is that an advantage to us, or can that be an advantage for us as far as numbers?
I don't think that has anything to do with how well they'll play or be coached. No matter, we could have 22 players if all 11 on each side of the ball we're bought in and we're physical and could play the whole game and still have chances to win. So them having 42 players or 44 players or however many they have is no difference for us. We got to prepare like we've never prepared before, because we still are 0-3 and they are 1-0 on the season. So we've got to prepare just like if they had 100 players. It doesn't matter how many players they have. It's about the system that they run, the players that they have playing, and I think we just have to continue to prepare to get our first win and get the monkey off our back. And it's going to be a tough physical ball game. There's no doubt about it. They're a good team. They're coming in here. They may not have the roster numbers that they need, but they're still a good program and a good team.
So we're looking at another tough team to help to get us ready for conference play, and I guess that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? Get ready for that conference run.
Yeah, I think as we approach conference play, you got to start thinking about that. You got to start looking ahead and seeing what you think you can do in the conference and getting ready for conference, and because ultimately that's the goal, is to win a conference championship, and hopefully playing these tough out of conference games has prepared us for going into our conference, and hopefully getting some wins in the conference and winning that conference championship.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. Again, Saturday, 6 o'clock at Pioneer Stadium at Batesville High School. The Scots will be back in action for their fourth game of the season, taking on Northland College Patriots, and a game which Lyon College Athletics is going to welcome back the Hall of Famers. That we'll have a Hall of Fame banquet in November. We're going to invite all the Hall of Famers back to the stadium for a 5 p.m. tailgate under the pavilion. So if you're a Hall of Famer, we invite you to come on out. And then the ball game, of course, will kick off at 6 o'clock against Northland College. This is the fourth edition of the Kyle Phelps Show, and we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the stadium on Saturday night.